everyone. Welcome to Kempner Sports. It is the day where the NFL starts again, 100 years. And the tradition is every year we kick off the year with the Super Bowl champs. And listen to me, that's out of the picture. We're going with the greatest rivalry in NFL history. Packers versus Bears. I am so stoked. Got people coming over tonight. I have no idea who's going to win. Of course, I want my Packers to win, but the Bears are incredible. And so we all know what happened last year when we played the Bears and Rodgers got hurt and came back in the epic victory. But I think our Packers have a better defense now. I think I know Rodgers is healthy, and it's going to be an awesome game. So I'm just going to get into some really quick predictions of the NFL season 100 years. If you have not seen the Brett Favre and the Bears Superfan video, you have to see it. I'll probably post it in the link here. That it is hysterical. It is so funny, and it's funny for Bears fans and Packers fans. Just a great video. Anyways, let me get to my bold preseason or season before the season starts predictions. That I'm going to start off in the easiest division with the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. Now, listen, I think the Dolphins are in a rebuild. They're going to be one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NFL. So they were 7-9 last year, but they are going to be awful. The New York Jets, who were 4-12 last year, I think they take the biggest step. In fact, I believe they come second in that division, where Buffalo's just below them. I'm thinking the Jets are around 8-8 or 9-7 and just missed the playoffs. But the team that I think is going to win, of course, and everyone knows it's going to win, is the Super Bowl champs. The New England Patriots are going back to the playoffs. No one's surprised about that, right? No one's surprised about that. Now, if we go to the NFC North, or AFC North, I should say, this is one of the most difficult ones to predict because Baltimore won it last year. Pittsburgh came second. The Cleveland Browns came third, and the Bengals were last. Now, no one's talking about the Bengals, and probably rightfully so. I think when AJ Green comes back, they're going to actually be quite a great team, or a good team to reckon with. I want to pick the Steelers to win this division because they look amazing but you're saying, hey, they lost Le'Veon Bell, they lost Antonio Brown. Listen, these guys are headaches, and they're talented, super talented players, but I don't want them. In fact, I think Baltimore is still legit. Getting Ingram is phenomenal. So I'm trying to figure out what this, but you know what? I'm gonna go. You're gonna say, don't say it, Trevor. I'm gonna say it right now. The Cleveland Browns are going to win the division. I'm telling you, OBJ. I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield's gonna lead them to the playoffs. And listen, you know what they're not talking about? Not only is Nick Chubb going to be the starting running back, but Kareem Hunt. I'm telling you, they have the greatest backfield when Kareem Hunt comes back. There's nobody better in the NFL. And I love their defense. Listen, when's the last time you said, playoffs? Playoffs? No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you, man. They are going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the division. And I'm saying the Steelers are going to come next, and they're going to make a wild card, I believe. And now let's talk about the AFC South. Well, this one's supposed to be the Colts going to run away with it, but they're not going to. Andrew Luck retiring, good move. Health over football, absolutely. But we're going to have to go. Did you guys know the Jacksonville Jaguars last year were 5-11? 5-11. Now, Nick Foles is their Super Bowl MVP. I do think he changes their team around, but they fall short to the Houston Texans. That's right. And I've got the Houston Texans song here, but it's a little bit different. Let's hear this. You know? Anyways, the Texans are gonna win that division. And then, of course, one of the most difficult divisions is the AFC West. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Chargers. Did you know that the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers were both 12-4 last year? And nobody's talking about the Chargers. Now, Melvin Gordon's not playing. I still think they're a stacked team. Denver Broncos. I mean, Joe Flacco is much better than what they've had in a long time, so I could see them improve. Oakland Raiders, they were 4-12, but I think they're going to actually be a lot better. This is going to be a crazy division. It's going to be absolutely nuts, and I'm just going with the favorite here. I'm going with Patrick Mahomes.
Touchdown,
And
Kansas City.
That's right. You're gonna hear that a lot. Touchdown, Kansas City. And so they're gonna win the division. Now let's go to the NFC, which I'm the most excited about. And let's start with the NFC East. Usually this is an incredible division, lots of good teams, but I'm not feeling it. I think the Redskins are the worst team in that division. I think the Giants are just above them. And then it comes down to the Eagles versus the Cowboys. The cool thing about this division, everyone does not like anyone there. I mean, everyone wants Dallas to lose, but everyone wants the Eagles to lose. Everyone wants the Giants to lose. Everyone wants the Redskins to lose. They all don't like each other. But here's the thing. This is my prediction. I want to pick the Dallas Cowboys, but here's the problem. I think Zeke holding out, people who hold out and come back, they usually get hurt. I'm predicting Zeke gets hurt. I do not want him to get hurt. I like that he's back. It bothers me that he wanted so much money, but anyways, it is what it is. Now, Dak wants ridiculous money, and Amari Cooper wants a lot of money. I just think at the end of the day, it's too much distraction. It's too much stuff. Dallas already has enough pressure on themselves. So I'm going with the Eagles to win the division. Listen, do they have the greatest fight song ever? It's just cheesy and old and amazing. I love it. Right? So anyways, I'm going with the Eagles, going with the Eagles. That's right. Maybe the best fight song maybe is the Jets one. That's pretty cool too. Okay, now this is what I think is the toughest division to predict. The NFC North. In fact, I think it's going to be a bloodbath. Those divisional games are going to be insane, medieval on the field, fighting to death kind of feel, you know. And everyone's saying Chicago Bears. Everyone's saying, now, granted, we should say the Chicago Bears because they're 12-4. But listen, everyone's sleeping on my Packers. A healthy Aaron Rodgers. They have freed Aaron Jones. We have a revamped defense. We have a new system. Listen, we shouldn't be sleeping on my Packers. I'm just saying, don't sleep on my Packers. And so, not only that, the Detroit Lions are even better. They're more solid. Everyone's like, no one's even talking about the Detroit Lions. Are you kidding me? They even got our boy Mike Daniels to add to their team. They're very good. Their defense is very good. I love their running game. Passing game's actually pretty good. So this is going to be crazy. And then what about the Vikings? And the Vikings actually had quite a lame year last year considering who they should have been. But that's who I'm picking. Should I be picking the Go Pack Go? No, I'm not going to pick the Packers. I'm fortunately, just because logic here, I'm going with Vikings. I don't. They shouldn't win. This is the worst song ever, isn't it? I can't listen to this anymore. But I do think that my Packers make the playoffs, and so this is pretty bad too. But go Pack, go! Everyone, just sing. Go Pack, go! Okay. Anyways, it's catchy. It's catchy, so we'll go there. Okay, so then another difficult division to predict: NFC South, New Orleans Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Buccaneers. I can't see the Panthers really turn around. They feel like they're getting older. Like it's an old thing. They play hard. They fight hard. I can't see them. Buccaneers, it's just too many holes. Falcons, I like them a lot. There's just something about them. They just end up failing when they shouldn't. So they were only 7-9 last year. Same with the Packers. I think the Saints just run with this, guys. The Saints, come on, listen, they have the coolest song too, right? And I just love their names. So let's go with them. Drew Brees and the boys, Kamara, Michael Thomas. They got it going, man. They are going to win. So anyways, now we are going into the last one, and you know what you want me to say, right? Everyone wants me to say the Seahawks, and I love the Seahawks. In fact, they're my second favorite team. Getting Clowney. My question is about getting Clowney. Is getting Clowney like Cleo Mack coming to Chicago? Now I know you're gonna say no to that, but there's a it's going to help their defense, right? This is the point. Everyone in Seattle is pumped about this trade. I love Russell Wilson. I love their running game. I'm worried that they're missing Doug Baldwin. So I'm not picking the Seahawks to win this division. In fact, I know that you want me to say the Rams. I know you want me to say the Rams. But everyone is forgetting about the 49ers. Listen, last year they were predicted to win that division or going to fight for that division. Everyone's talking about Garoppolo and Jared McKinnon and all these different additions, but at the end of the day, listen, at the end of the day, it was just an awful year injuries wise. I think they're going to come back like a force. But I can't sleep on the Rams. I can't sleep on the Rams. The Rams are going to win the division. Here we go now. It's the Rams going to win. They're going to win that. All right. Playoffs are set. Patriots, Browns, Texans, and the Chiefs are going to win the division. And the Chargers and the Steelers, even though I want to pick the Ravens, but it's going to be the Steelers with the wild card. NFC, it's going to be the Eagles, Vikings, Saints, and Rams that win their division with the Packers, my Packers, and the Bears making wild card. So who's going to win the playoffs? Who's going to win the playoffs? I'm going to tell you right now. Tom Brady and the Patriots are back. But this time, the Kansas City Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not kidding. And in an NFC, who's going to win? You want me to pick the Saints. I know you want me to pick Saints, but I'm going Vikings versus Packers. I know you want me to go to the Bears, but I'm going Vikings versus Packers. Who wins this game? Oh, you Jet. Packers going to the Super Bowl. I know you're shocked, but this is the Super Bowl right here, boys. Kansas City versus Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Who's going to win this game? Who's going to win this game? Super Bowl champs, Kansas City. Touchdown, Kansas City. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know who you think's going to win the Super Bowl, who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and tell me where I'm wrong.